Hello, welcome back to my Banished Let's Play. I will be playing only till I can get 100 people in my village. I've had tremendous difficulty with food and firewood. I believe I've got a handle on firewood. Food is still an issue. You can see I'm down very low. I've got approximately 55% of the entire village working on food production. That's currently going to be my main focus. I've only had a farm here for maybe 1 or 2 cycles now, and I cannot tell if it's better food production than the hunting gathering. One would assume it is, since again I've got over 50% of my villagers working strictly on food production. I'm not getting anywhere as far as food is concerned. So I believe I'm going to slowly transition. My immediate goal is to transition to more farming. I believe farming is going to be a better method of producing food over the long haul. That's what I will be doing. Right now I've got a cabbage farm, and I have pepper and chestnut, which I don't think I want to produce either one of them right now. So I want to get a trader up. You can see here I built a trading post in the last video. It's just not completed yet. It's short only iron. You can see I have no iron in my inventory right now. We're going to see if we can correct that. All the close by iron will be designated, which is all this iron right here. Hopefully this will help out. Also, when in the last video I noticed the average health of my citizens was going down, so I made this herbalist building and stuck 2 in there. Hopefully it will help them to increase their health. Their happiness is not too awful bad. We have plenty of coats, as you can see, 112 coats for only 36 citizens, 32 tools, and that's going to be slow at the moment because it uses iron, and I'm also short on iron and trying to get a lot of iron up to this trading post. You can see I only have 17 and it takes 40, but I only have 31 tools. I want to keep the tool production going, so that's going to keep iron. Definitely don't want to go short on that. I did that once before in one of the previous videos, and when your villagers do not have tools, it really puts a kink in your resource production. I have been playing a lot of Skyrim. I also have a Let's Play on Skyrim, of course. Just for a brief moment, when I saw that deer, I was thinking I should draw my bow. That's where my mindset was at that particular moment. I have Hunterborn and Realistic Needs and Diseases installed, so I do need to eat. But at any rate, back to Banished. You can see my food just went down to 36, now back up a little bit. And they are harvesting the cabbage. If I can get this trader's hut or trading post completed, I would really like to get some sort of animals for meat. I haven't really delved too deeply into it. Again, I typically just, if I'm going to record a video of a game, I don't really read wikis and how-tos and this, that, and another, because if you already know exactly what you're going to get out of a game before you start playing it, I see no purpose in playing the game. You might as well read a book. because the end is already preordained. But I'm thinking for meat, you should have at least pigs, cows, and sheep, but I don't know that's going to be the case. Looks like my health is still going down. Maybe they need alcohol. That seems like that would be for happiness, though. Stored textiles. I'm not exactly sure what a textile is. I mean, I know what a textile is, I just don't know what it would be in game. Let's just work on this trading post for now. Again, food is good, is such an issue. We need 9 more pieces of iron. And it's raining. I'll zoom out and you can see how it's raining. It looks like the herbalists have already hit their limit. They've got 169 herbs, and that's plenty for a population of 36. And of course, my firewood has hit its limit also, or the logs. I've got plenty of 520 firewood, that's plenty. Logs, I want them to just keep storing up, because every time you build a new house, the citizens go and grab as much as they can carry, it seems, of every resource that they can get, and it really depletes the market or the storage house for a little bit, so you can catch back up. Looks like we got all that iron, and I'm still 9 short. Need some more iron. Just gonna have to get all of this way down here. It's an awful long way for them to walk, and I believe that was a mistake on my part. But live and learn. Again, I don't want this to be a novel with the ending preordained. I want there to be some ups and downs. One thing that does interest me that I have noticed is periodically these trees, I believe, I don't know this to be the fact, but I believe these trees actually have a life cycle. They grow, get old, and die, because periodically I'll see trees just falling over, and there is no one harvesting them. And then when you look out through the wildlands, you'll see some trees that look like they're dead, ready to fall over. I think that's a neat touch. Let's see, there's one right there falling. But there was a citizen. Oh, there's a citizen there with an axe. Okay, we don't want to use that as an example. Alright, this trading post has now got all the materials it needs. Of course, iron is low, we know that. Which means that I will not be able to sustain. I need to put up an iron mine. Where can I put one? It's got to be, I want to put it over here because there's not a lot of room to expand over here anyway. So if I can find a place that it will, almost. Look at that. It's so, oh yes, that's it right there. Can I get it any closer? I could get it on. Oh, this side is going to be the best of it. Right there. That looks like the closest I can get it. Look at that. There's my iron mine. Come on, trader. I really need some meat. Oh, look, almost 1,000 meat or food. gonna grab some more iron right here. I can see some iron and some stone. Of course, they're gonna chop down trees as required to clear that area. Look at that snowstorm. If I scroll out, now that's a snowstorm right there. It's over with. Late winter, and we made it. You can see we made it with plenty of firewood. So that's one thing that I don't have to worry about any longer. Stone is low now. Well then, my next building is going to be a stone quarry. I imagine it's called quarry. It should be anyway. Yep, quarry. This is coal. This said coal also. Yeah, coal. And what is coal used for? I think that's used for making the advanced tools. Right, steel tools. And I actually don't know what. I'm guessing steel tools just have greater durability than iron. That makes sense to me, at least. A whole lot of stone and iron down here. It's just such a far walk. I may need. I'm gonna plop down a house over here. A wooden house for the fisherman and our, I think right there, for the fisherman and our the trader to live in. Now I've got 2 houses down here. Down they are full. They're at, look at that. 5 people in that house. Hunter, gatherer, gatherer, hunter. Well, you figure there's 4, 6, 8. There's 8 people down here that need housing. So that would be 4 per home, but the herbalist, the hunter, the gatherer, and herbalist. I may. Yeah, these houses are plumb full. Look at this. Except for that one. No one wants to live with that poor farmer. What about over here? Forester, a child, and a forester. There's 3 foresters right there when the forester lodge has 4 in it. So I wonder where the 4th one is living. Alright, we need to assign someone to our one person. We will assign to the trading post. Now, let me look at this. Okay. Desired count. Alright, so it looks like this. Alright, this is, you set what you want to be traded, these quantities, and I assume the trader or perhaps the market people will move the quantities back and forth. Alright, now as far as, let's put some firewood in there. Actually, I'm going to put 200 firewood because wood is something I'm really good at. Can I do? Yeah, regular logs. Let's put 200 logs in there. Make sure my foresters and wood choppers are always busy. And I'm going to have to designate stone. Well, there should be plenty of stone around. Actually, we'll get up this stone right here. Got 3 laborers. That should be what they're doing. $37 people now. I may need to. No, I think that limit of 500 is good. 'Cause I don't want to overburden the stockpile. And I think 500 is a good quantity. As soon as this trader And I think I see the trader right now. No, that's a fisherman. Laborer. What is carrying? Nothing. Oh, she was taking something to the wooden house build site. Look at these guys getting that rock. Excellent. Reserve of stone as though. Yes, I'm aware of that. That's why I've got my priority set on stone over here. 68 stone to build a mine. You can only imagine what it's going to be to build a quarry. Look at there, over 1,000 food. That is looking good. Maybe it just took that and oh, I've got a full, look at that. Should get 100% yield out of this crop. Still going up, all right, 98. Plenty of coats. Actually, I can sell some coats also. Where's coat at on here? These are hide coats, I'm pretty sure. Yes, hide coat. And they require leather, nothing but leather. Nothing else uses leather as far as I can tell. So we're gonna put, I'm gonna put 100 in there, because that would still leave me 20 just for the regular village, and that she'll keep, the tailor will keep making more coats. And leather shouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't think anyway. You can see here, well, I don't know, only 24 leather a year? That's not a whole lot. Oh, but you know what? I'm thinking that if we can get cows, you should also get leather from the cow. I don't know that, but that's what I believe. I want to order. I can't order anything. Okay, maybe I just don't know how that works. Auto purchase. No, for now I want to do it myself since I don't really know what's going on. See, they're bringing, yes, I like that. See, they're stocking all the product. We could probably, medicine, or is it called herbs? Let's stock, I'm gonna go ahead and put 100 of them in here also. I don't really know what the value of each item is, but typically a finished product is worth more than a resource. So for example, iron or stone or wood would not be worth as much as a tool or a coat, for example, because they are a finished product. That's just, again, a guess on my part. 6% full. I don't know what the, wonder how much it can hold. I can't place any orders, apparently. Maybe we have to wait for a merchant to arrive. I want to auto purchase. Oh, here's the values right here. So a hide coat is worth 15, herbs are 4, firewood is 4, and regular log is 2. Okay, so it only shows you the value of products you have in here. That's fair enough. You won't know until you produce the product. Well, now that I've got a, well, I don't have it yet, but once I get this stone, I need to collect more stone apparently. Where is the closest stone? Looks like it's going to be way down here again. Let's take this. Set that on priority. You know, I'm this type of game appeals to me. I know a lot of people enjoy combat and explosions and things like that. I do enjoy this. This is just peaceful and tranquil. And again, I've said this more than once, but one person made this game all by himself. This is brilliant. The animations, the graphic, everything is good about this game. And I have read that some people seem to be down on the game because to them there's no point to it. What's the point of the game? Well, I think the point of the game is what you set it out to be. For example, for me, the point is to try to achieve a population of 100. Some people, I'm sure, have achieved 200, 500, 1,000, maybe even 2,000, 3,000. I don't know. But that is what the enjoyment you get out of a game is exactly what you put into it, I suppose. And I do believe, I haven't, obviously my village is real small and I haven't seen any, but there are disasters. I know there's fires because you have whales. And I think I saw a video, I'll be honest, I was watching a video of a guy just to see what the game looked like before I purchased it, and I think I saw a tornado. Look at the food now. 2,000. Well, we definitely. Oh wow. Okay. Look at that. That's an interesting look. Doesn't look like what I thought it would look like. I can tell you that. But then again, they're not finished yet. Only 70% complete. See, look at it. You can even see some of the deer have antlers, some do not. And that's detail. Doe, buck. He did all this by himself. He could have taken the shortcut and just make one deer and all looks the same. That looks like onions on the ground, maybe. Mushrooms. Fella did a good job as far as I'm concerned. What is this, maybe wild cabbage? Something like that? More mushrooms. The status of this home is it's got everything it needs except people hammering on it. Look at this, it's coming along nicely. Although it's still not exactly what I would picture a quarry looking like. Oh no, maybe because this is the mine. What am I thinking? I have said more than once, I'm an idiot. I make all kind of mistakes. That is not a quarry, that is a mine. Well, then that makes more sense. That does look a lot more like a mine than it does a quarry. I set corrected. Still got 100 herbs. And anything that reaches its limit. Alright, they're waiting on iron. Which will come out of this mine if someone will come over and hammer on it some more. The vendor has died of old age. Well, that's brilliant. I think a vendor is what works here in the market. That makes sense anyway. I can't click on them, they're moving too fast. That's laborer. We're just gonna say that's right, that's what happened. Oh, he might have reached his limit. Yep, I'm gonna raise this to 200. Because he briefly reached his limit of 100. I don't ever want them to stop because they can keep stocking. I don't want them to stop bringing in resources because they can keep stocking the trading post and I can raise the quantities here as required. Now we're going to raise this to 300. Okay. Firewood is still looking good. Food is out of sight now. See, that tree just fell. If you don't believe me, you can go back and look at the video. That tree fell and there's no one over there harvesting. So I do believe trees have a natural lifespan. again, just the little touches in this game are just so great. Oh, there's a trader. A merchant has arrived at a trading post. What does he bring? Handle the food merchant. Okay, so he has brought chicken and mushrooms, which, see, another tree just fell right here on the left-hand side of my screen. I don't see, that doesn't look like a chicken. Okay, food. All right, so that would be chicken meat and mushrooms. I don't want chicken meat, so I'm going to dismiss this merchant. Well, let's see. Ah, see, now I can place. Well, I'm going to place an order for. All right, so this merchant is a food merchant. So you see, the only thing I can order is food, and I do not want them anything, so I will dismiss him. Okay, so there are different types of merchants. This is a food merchant. I guess I need a. I'm not an animal merchant, farm merchant to get animals. All right, so our mine is done, and I'm going to put 2 people in it for. Actually, I don't know. I'm going to put 3 in it for right now, since we are short something fierce of iron. We'll leave the limit of 200 for coal and iron. And another tree fell. Now I'm seeing trees falling all over the place. That's good. And this house is complete. Who moved in? The fisherman and the tree. Yes, that's exactly who I wanted. Bernard and Beulah. The trader and the fisherman. But there's 4 fishermen here. So where are the other 3 fishermen? 3 right here in this home. Okay. I wonder if I can. No, alright, so it's official. You can only place orders for the. Look at this. The type of merchant that's in the place at the time. Now, I have no idea what type of quantity is produced at the mine. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens. 37. Don't seem like I'm really gaining a lot, but I believe if I just plopped down more homes, I could, but it would be suicide if I did that without having the supply chain in order. Alright, we've already reached the limit of wood. Yep, we sure have. Actually, I'm going to leave that at 500 for now, because 500 is still a lot of wood, and the trader is stocked with wood. Both logs and firewood. So we'll move the firewood up to, actually you're going to move the firewood up to 500. Plenty of room in the trader. And I believe firewood was 4. Okay, coats are 15, so a lot of coats would be grand. But I've only got 7 left. Because we ran, well, we'll let him keep running. The tailor. 38 people now. Well, if this pace keeps up, this is video number 4. Perhaps by video, it looks like this might be 20 videos long. That's how inept I am. It's going to take me 20 videos to reach a population of 100 if this particular curve stays as far as population is concerned. But that's fine. I'd rather go slow and sure than just a flash in the pan. Because I'd probably just plump down a lot of houses and just instantly hit 100 and then stop the game. But I think if I ran it kept running it, everybody would die of starvation. Alright, well, made some progress this game. We finally got the food situation and the firewood situation under control. We've got coal and iron being mined now. We've got a trader, and I really want to get some animals. Well, I didn't say chicken earlier. I said pig, cow, and a goat, but obviously the game has chicken, I believe. Chickens will... I think I mentioned in one of the previous videos, but you got to assume they're going to produce meat and eggs. Pigs hopefully would produce bacon or sausage and some type of a leather product. And cows, of course, would be beef and leather. And sheep, mutton, and wool. That would be wool. Well, let's see here. Yes. So the tailor does use wool. That would be grand. And that also, but that would give the tailor... See, when you're running low on leather, you just switch the tailor over to wool. And then they could make wool coats until you run low on wool and then switch it back to leather. And that will mean much more production because you don't have any downtime waiting on the resource. At any rate, I like that. This has been a good little session. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, or just want to call me an idiot, feel free to post below. Ciao.